Hello and welcome back to the Great War Western Front. It has been a while. Played a little bit in between episodes, mostly just playing some defensive battles, but now we're getting into some exciting things. If you look closely, you'll see what's coming up soon. But for now, we are launching another attack on Ypres. Forgot to attack it last turn, so they got a star back. They're back up to 2. But right now we're building up for an attack that should sweep them off, no problem, and get us through to take that city. And forgive my voice for cracking there, still getting over being sick. Not 100%, but much closer than I was. So I took out a basic firing trench, I think that was in this area, and now I'm wondering about siege artillery, because sometimes it seems like they might actually do more harm than good, taking out trenches. The reason being that when there's a connected network of trenches, you can just stay in the trenches as you move through and take ground. So I have 4 machine guns over here. I'm definitely going to need my bomber to do some work before I attack. Wonder if it would be worth it to send another bomber over. I've got the supply for it. Seems hit or miss, no pun intended, if the bombers actually attack what you'd like them to, or if they just fly around somewhere else entirely. But those machine guns should be down in no time at all. Hopefully, just waiting on this one. And it looks like, no, this guy turned around. Thought we were going to have a clean run at this. Oh, they must have another back there. So there we go. Got some shots off at this machine gun nest. All clear. So I've got a clean line of barbed wire. I'm gonna have to go through it. No doubt about that one. I'm gonna start to weaken them with artillery. The light artillery is not gonna do a ton of damage, but it's worth it, I think, just to start hitting these positions. I'm going to do 1 round of bombardment. They're attacking me over here? I was not expecting that one. So I have to keep an eye on it. They're at least weakened. I'm going to speed it up a little here while I'm waiting for my artillery to reload. I need my heavy guns and my light guns ready for this attack. And looking at this distance, I'm not going to have much ground to cover before I'm within range of their troops. So let's pause, get the attack assignment set up. First wave goes straight across. I'll have the second wave go into this area between the trenches. With the hope that because the first wave takes the trenches, they'll need somewhere else to go anyway. And I'll just have to watch carefully. And these last 2 companies, I'll have follow up as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's close enough. We're going to take rifle fire soon. Try to take these 2 out with artillery, get them suppressed. Same with these 2. And in another minute, I guess not quite a minute. There we go. They're suppressed. I'm going to hit these guys with heavy artillery, and I'm going to keep 1 heavy in reserve in case they start opening fire again before this barrage ends. But it looks like we're making good progress. They are hitting my waves with artillery. Got more suppressing fire available. Got to keep it coming. Let's go. We got this trench taken. All right, more trenches taken. We are making really good progress in this attack. I think we're in good shape. We took a lot of ground here. And we've got veteran troops who are ready to go here. We'll move these vets over through the trench network. This is looking good, actually. Most challenging part's going to be finding trenches to fit all my troops in. We just took A. That was quick. We need to get in this trench and recover our guys. So now we can reinforce from A as well. Time to push straight through. Let's retreat these companies that are really beat up. And then call in some reinforcements here. I'll retreat this company as well. Got 941 supply. Plenty to do some extra with. Let's see how this looks once I actually get my troops in position. They wrecked me with artillery. I'm going to send a bomber over to harass their artillery. You know what it was? It was the column formation that got me. Looks like we might have a little pathfinding trouble again. And I can't just blast them with artillery when they're sitting on top of my troops. Oh, there we go. We got combat. Let's see, we did some damage to the artillery. Bombers hitting it. We're just getting ready to make that leap across this little gap here. Once I have troops in position, I'll just hit their two companies in the open with artillery. Or one company here. I guess I'll hit these guys as well. Can't reach. There we go. So that light battery's in range. I can easily suppress both of these companies, get my troops into this trench line, and then we'll be in good shape to take this command trench out. I was kind of impressed how easily we punched through their first line of defenses. Just not expecting it to be that smooth and quick. All right. So they've got a small attack mounting here. I'm going to start weakening them with my heavy artillery. And when that barrage is about to end, that's when I'm going to make my move. I've got enough troops here, we'll be able to just punch through. There we go. Get the artillery taken out. Let's get in this trench. And then get that next wave coming up, because we'll need to reinforce quick. There we go. At least we got some supporting rifle fire for this next wave of French troops. Although I don't know if we're going to win this one. I'll send these veterans in. Let's actually retreat these guys. There we go. Now we're in good shape. We've got a substantial beachhead going. That's enough that we're not going to get just casually pushed back. And I'm going to peek around, make sure I don't have troops just doing nothing. I think we've done enough damage to this company that they won't make it through my two companies I have here, especially with one being veteran. Oh, they actually are launching some decent attacks on the northern part. I don't know if I'll be able to resist these. But I'm going to get troops moving just in case. All right. So we're going to narrowly escape this one. And I'm going to send these two companies around because it's inevitable that they're going to lose against this wave. Let's keep moving up so we've got more room for reinforcements to fill in. And this company's super beat up. What is going on here? Why are you not in trenches? Get in trenches. So we've now discovered a substantial counterattack, which I don't have the range of my artillery to hit back against. This could actually get a little interesting. So they took one of the trenches back. I'm going to be able to do some damage to them with artillery. These guys are done. We might get pushed back. I wasn't ready for this. I'm just going to keep hammering away. Move up, keep it moving. Why are you not in the trench? All right, let's pause this. Make sure we're doing smart things with artillery. Because that's what's going to get me. Make sure everyone is in this skirmish formation. All right, so we've got artillery suppressing them. We're coming in at a weird angle, so their rifle fire won't be as effective as it would be otherwise. And I think we'll be able to just get enough mass forward to take the trenches. Looks like they're running low on troops too. All right, now we've got a solid foothold again. Once I get some veteran units up here, I'll send them into that command trench to clear it. Let's actually just send these guys straight through the trench. We'll be able to take this position no problem. And it also clears some space for us.
Warten auf Befehle.
Alright, so we've got this trench taken. Good. Gonna move over just to get a better view of what's going on. Hey, I'm gonna move up one at a time, make sure I don't get any surprises. None of my artillery can reach this.
Warten auf Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen.
So they're sending this company around. Not sure what their goal is here.
Achtung. Bereit an der Linie.
But now I can start massing to push south. This is the same battle I've fought a few times now. It's the same map, so it's starting to get a little bit repetitive. But I think the new technology should mix it up a little bit. Change how battles play out at least a little, make me think differently in terms of my strategy. And here we have some French and Canadian regulars. But with two veteran companies, not a problem.
Bereit machen. Wir gehen zurück. Achtung. Rückzug. Wir halten hier.
So now we've taken that command trench. And we can start to look at pushing south into B again. First up, bombing run. They've got at least 2 machine guns I can see. And I don't want to end up on the wrong side of those, so they might be facing the wrong direction. Still, I don't want to deal with it.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
So let's mass our troops here.
Warten auf Befehle. Bewegt euch.
Not too worried about being in trenches,
Jetzt aber im Laufschritt.
because we've really crushed any opposition we've got here.
Macht Meldung. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Although, having that unit come up from here might have been a mistake. We'll see. I've got to wait till this actually gets captured before I can move comfortably. Got a lot of troops throwing grenades at these guns here.
Warten auf Befehle. Wir sind unterwegs.
Alright, now have captured the HQ.
Verstärkung bereit.
Bombers coming back through. Hopefully it doesn't turn and go a different direction. I should not have said that. So let's see what we've got. It looks like a pretty substantial force.
Wir halten hier die Stellung. Achtung, diese Stellung gehört uns. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir ziehen uns zurück. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Zum Gefecht verteilen. Bereit machen.
So I think what I'm going to do is
Wir müssen diese
really not have too much of a plan. Just human wave. Going to try to time the artillery right, which I think should be now.
Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Feuert auf diese Stellung. Sperrfeuerwalze, Feuerwalze.
Get some good heavy artillery barrages to weaken those troops in key positions. And I will just watch carefully and try to get the right troops moving into bunkers or into trenches as we get there. The artillery is doing some good damage here. So we are facing machine gun fire that I wasn't entirely expecting. But I think we've got enough troops to push right through it. We actually have, if anything, too many troops. So they're launching some pretty serious counterattacks against the trenches I just took.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
But we've got a lot of reinforcements coming in. Hopefully quick enough to make a difference.
Die Waffen niederlegen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
This actually is going to be tight. This might not work. But just what I needed to happen, I needed my troops in this trench to tie up the Canadian troops there long enough to get my second wave in.
Wir ergeben uns. Wir haben neue Befehle. Ausschwärmen. In Stellung gehen.
I'm going to pause here,
Gefechtsformation.
kind of reset an assault.
Bereit an der Linie. Machen. Achtung. An die Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. Stellung einnehmen.
Ladet sie nach.
And then get ready with some more artillery,
Positionen vorbereiten für Feuerwalze. Mannschaften.
which I think should do it to get those troops safely in the trench.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Safely by World War I standards, not by any normal standards. Oh, wow, they took that trench from me. That was not what I was expecting.
Warten auf Befehle.
So here we've got a pretty solid foothold.
Bereit an der Linie.
Seid bereit für Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Folgt auf diese Stellung.
All right, they're almost out of reserves.
Achtung. An die Linie.
So we've got that one taken.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Let's move up these veterans.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf Feindbeschuss vorbereiten. Wir müssen los.
And now we can just push through and take B. I've got a lot of troops coming up. There we go. Surrender. I'll take it. Another sweep. That's what I wanted. Great victory. And we're taking casualties, but not a lot. A lot fewer than they are. I'm guessing they're in a really bad gold situation. Great victory. Took another star away from Ypres. And what was this mission? Oh, need to build a canteen. I will build a canteen in Lille. So we get that extra 200 supply. Didn't realize we didn't have a level 2 supply depot there. That'll help. I'm going to cancel this. So they spied on me. And we're getting attacked now in Rethel. 10 core. So this could be actually a challenging defensive battle. 10 core against my 2, no air cover, 620 supply. Let's see, I haven't looked at this map in a bit. These are level 2 trenches, I believe. No, they're only level 1. I think I'm going to need some level 2 trenches here. Well, looking at this map, looks like maybe I haven't played it in a while since I started getting a bit better on defense. Oh, maybe I have. Things look a little too connected for how I like them. Let's see, this is weak over here. Don't really need a blockhouse. I'm very low on supply and companies. Wow, I have 40 companies total. And half of them are conscripts. Just thinking about where I might be able to slow them down. I don't have enough space there to be worth it. And heavy artillery, now that I think about it, using those points, it's supply. It is not having enough companies to call in. I'm gonna go with 2 mortars, no machine guns. And trying to think of where the best place to put my conscripts versus my veterans. I think conscripts would be great in line 2. Because I haven't looked at stats, and if there are stats in this game somewhere, like unit stats, somebody let me know, because I haven't seen them. But my impression is that the conscripts are decent with rifle fire, but that when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, they break quicker and don't do as much damage, which would make sense. Especially in a World War I type environment, a lot of people can point a rifle in the general direction of charging enemies, but to stand in hand-to-hand is a lot tougher. I think I need an extra company there. We're probably going to face some tough attacks. Any unpopulated trenches here? And I'm just going to fill in. Make sure I've got enough here. Let's see, I feel a little light in the middle, but we're going to find out. All right, let's see what we can get with my 1 battery of artillery. Gonna leave it on double speed until we see anyone. I don't know what that sound was, what I was hearing. Over a minute in, haven't seen anyone yet. Now I'm starting to wonder if I should have spent more supply upgrading those trenches. I'm not going to have enough troops or artillery to really make full use of that 300 supply. Now 2 minutes without seeing them. Gotta be coming soon. If I were them, I'd come right through these trees and hit this trench. Maybe the same on this side. Here we go. Spent some research points on that air burst and haven't used it at all. Used it like 2-3 times. Just doesn't seem worth it. Our hope here, more than anything, is just casualties for the French. We need to cause them enough casualties that it's not worth it for them to keep advancing. Especially when they're coming out of the forest like this. Wow, that's a lot. They're probably going to overrun my conscripts here. We just need to weaken their companies enough that they can't hold up long in hand-to-hand. And we've got a plane. That's my... Oh, and we've got tanks. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know how to kill a tank. Can I hit it with artillery? Is that a thing? Oh man. We lost a mortar position. Do I have things that can hurt tanks? Or are they just gonna roll right through and decimate my lines? Nothing I can do. Very cool. Guys are turning and running. I don't know. What can I do? Oh, very cool. More guys just bailing on me. What I needed? Let's see if we can get these conscripts in a trench before they bail all the way. They have shredded my lines on the right side here. All right, we got a tank out. We were just shooting it with rifles and that's doing damage. I'll take it. And that gave me 125 points of damage. Or of victory points, I guess. Whatever this measure is. Another infantry attack on the left. But let's get more troops in while we have a moment. Because that might be all we get. Wow. We are running out of dudes. Let's see, why aren't you firing? We'll win this one. Just would have been nice to do it before they get to the trench. So we got our left side or right side reinforced pretty well. And we're holding up on the left for now. But it's not easy. Let's make sure my lines are set pretty well over here. Get our vets up to the firing line. Those tanks were rough to deal with. We really didn't have anything that could counter them. Ceasefire, gladly. So we actually had a pretty successful battle there. Didn't take a ton of losses, they took a lot. Very nice major victory. And I'm actually going to auto-resolve this one. I want to see how it turns out. A great loss. Well, we actually lost a star. So next time, I'm not going to do that. 2 research points. Let's see. Events. Destroy 3 observation balloons. Will do. And I've been looking at what to do with my points here. My heart says logistics. 4 new core would be very helpful. Source materials don't have the points for it. Could do smoke. Rolling barrage would be nice. Ooh, increases mortar damage by 60%. Or harassment. Let's go harassment. I want to try that. And the perfect chance for that is going to be attacking Ypres from Lille. With my shiny new tanks. Let's do it. Almost forgot my observation balloon. Doing some light bombardment here. And let's see. Send a bomber to start dealing with some of their emplacements. And also to start hitting some of their infantry in open in light trenches. So got my bombers on the way, and I have my very first tank. Gonna wait for my bombers to set the conditions a little bit. Make sure we've got some of their emplacements at least a little beat up, ready to finish them off with artillery. Hopefully they'll loop back around and take care of this other one. Oh, look at that. Not doing a ton of damage, but it is harassment. Oh, it was a sudden large amount of damage we saw there. I'll take damage to their artillery, gladly. Alright, so how's this attack gonna look? Don't have a ton of infantry for it, because I want to make sure I'm still holding my flanks in case there are any weird counterattacks or anything. Basically gonna go through the forest to try to take this front line. I like that it's a nice long front line. Gives me a good spot to station a decent amount of troops there. Since it's a long way, I'm going to start sending my troops before I start my artillery. And the tank is going to give a morale penalty there, and also a morale bonus to my troops. Starting to get close. So what I'm actually going to do is send my tank straight through here to crush that barbed wire, make a run at that left side of the line. I think this is a good spot for light artillery. Put another light artillery here. Those companies should be taken care of. Drop another right here. Put some heavy artillery on this machine gun. And maybe put some heavy artillery right here to suppress that second line. Let's see how this goes. We've got a lot of artillery fire coming in. Let's start planning where these companies are going to go. I'm going to kind of go with the optimistic view here, and 2 companies to a trench, hoping that we'll actually be able to capture them. And I'm gonna need some more help on the left side. My tank is over there, but my tank can't capture a trench.
Diese Stellung gehört uns. Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir
I
müssen
think that
diese
sorts
Stellung
everyone out.
halten.
Let's see. They're suppressed, and hopefully they will remain so for a little bit. Alright, I now have light artillery back, so I can suppress the second line of troops,
Feuert auf diese Position.
keep them from firing on me.
Einleiten.
Let's get in these trenches. Oh, look, we got guys just waiting around. Let's go capture more trenches. It's a lot of machine guns on this tank. And a lot of rifle fire it's taking. Let's pull back a little. I don't want to just waste it in the open. Just because it can resist rifle fire, it doesn't mean I want it to. Alright, we'll need a little help on the left side. Let's get some more troops in.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party.
There, lost my first tank. An experience that was gonna happen eventually.
Sturmpanzerverstärkung macht Meldung.
And we're definitely gonna start losing some trenches here unless I can get more troops in quickly.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Seid bereit, Jungs. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Bereit für Feuerbefehl. Feuerleitung.
Got a decent amount of supply.
Sperrfeuer befohlen.
Yeah, let's hit these trenches where they're coming from. Actually, you know, that's not a lot of supply. Now that I look at it. And they just completely destroyed one of my companies with artillery.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
And we're gonna lose another here.
Warten auf Befehle. Reihen schließen.
So we're taking fire from this trench as well. I need to put that out.
Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Achtung! In Stellung.
I've got one company left that I can assign somewhere.
Bereit an der Linie.
There we go. That artillery should keep them quiet. But their artillery, once again, is going to do a number on my trenches that are just sitting there. There we go. Captured that trench. Took out an observation balloon. Very nice. And they're trying to come over the top of me. Not a wise decision.
Wir haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
Let's get everyone in trenches. I don't even know what to advance on next. I haven't planned this far ahead. Which, really, I should have.
Verstärkung macht Meldung.
Alright, I've got 2 more companies I can call in. Thinking about what I can do next. I'm gonna lose this trench at least a little bit. I'm going to lose one company, but once I do, I can send in a backup company. And I can hold it. Oh, never mind. I somehow held out. So let's plan this one.
Warte auf Befehle.
I'll send the tank right through the middle,
Position vor.
and that'll run over some barbed wire.
Bereit machen. Zum Gefecht verteilen.
I'm going to have these guys take the first trench.
Feuerreize laden. Ziele sperren. Feuerreize befohlen. Feuer. Ladet sie nach. Bereit für Feuer.
Put some fire on this machine gun. I think that should do a nice job. There we go. They've got suppressing fire. We've got tank fire. Their morale is weak.
Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf.
Mannschaften bereit. Seid bereit.
And tanks are not immune to rifle fire. So I need to pull them back and avoid just getting my tank wrecked unnecessarily. But when I take this trench, that'll be a real nice move for me. Provided I can take this trench.
Wir haben neue Befehle. An der Linie.
Who is firing at me? Stop.
Feuerreize laden.
I'm gonna have to send some artillery support on this side to make sure I hold this trench. Get these guys nice and weakened before they get to my troops. What are you doing? Stop.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen.
All right, let's pause this.
Achtung.
Things are moving too quick for me right now.
Befehle.
Too much going on.
Stellung einnehmen. Befehle gehen ein.
Guess I can kind of use this tank like a gun truck. Just keep it moving.
Bereit für Feuer.
Mobile fire support.
Befohlen. Ladet sie nach. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen.
But that's at least what my idea is. We'll see.
Ziele.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
They're moving, so I'm going to take advantage of that and take this trench. Let's get some support up into this next trench. Did we hold? We held somehow. I like the morale effect of the tank.
Unser Ziel steht.
That is a nice thing.
Wir brechen auf. Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben.
What just happened? I heard a sound.
Bereit für Feuerreize.
Oh, it's because I'm now taking A. Good. It's a good sound.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Warte auf Befehle.
It's going to narrow. I think it's going to narrowly be a victory for me. That's how it looks like this one's going to shake out.
Setzt sie unter Dach. Befehle gehen ein. Vorwärts. brechen auf.
There we go. I like this gun truck idea. I think it's pretty effective.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Bereit für Befehle. Feuer frei. Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen.
The only thing that holds this tank back from being absolutely perfect is that it gets outranged by infantry, which is only fair, honestly. Because if it could outrange the infantry, then there would be no sense in ever using anything else. You could roll the whole battlefield with tanks. I guess I can bring these units up. I don't really need them back anymore.
Bereit an der Linie.
Unfortunately for them.
Befehle. An die Linie.
So I've got A. I wonder if I should push further. No, I think looking at the defenses they've got built up, I'm going to call it here. Take this minor victory. And rely on that battle fatigue for next time. Let's see. We took some losses. They took some losses. Or a victory. I'll take it. We lost one heavy tank. Not too bad. But Ypres is still at 1 star. And hopefully we can take it the next episode. Alright, now I'm going to call it there for today. We have a significant national will advantage. I'm wondering how that's going to look once the Americans join in really not too long. But we're making a little progress on the battlefield. Hopefully going to take Ypres next time. And I thought we'd have a nice advantage having tanks, but it looks like the Allies do too. So that'll be an interesting thing to watch. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series and have a good one.